Look, everyone knows that being a Starfleet captain is a lonely job. Finding new life and new civilizations doesn't leave much room for romance. Or if you're Kirk, Riker, or Trip Tucker, there's a lot of room for romance, but nothing long-term. Even with the Dominion War and the Prophet's Will, Benjamin Sisko found a way to make it work with Cassidy Yates. But for most captains, their ship is their one true love. Of course, the people who made Star Trek: The Next Generation did leave Captain Jean-Luc Picard open to love by showing him and Dr. Beverly Crusher in a will they or won't they relationship. Even though they loved and respected each other, they never got together. And it wasn't just because the captain felt bad about killing Beverly's husband, Jack Crusher. If you look at the 4 movies with the Next Generation crew, you might think that the writers forgot that they could be romantically interested in each other. Even though Picard dated Donna Murphy and Tom Hardy himself, he didn't have time for Beverly after his dune buggy races were over. But Star Trek Picard showrunner Terry Matalas plans to fix that in the 3rd season of the Paramount Plus show, when Picard and his favored bridge crew will get back together. It makes me wonder why they didn't do it for decades. Matalas was excited about EW. It seemed like it should have been in a movie. Now they've reached the end. Wouldn't it be great to see? Oh, they got there all right. But instead of just giving fans a happy ending for the couple, Matalas wanted to look at their distance from the point of view of their characters. Matalas promised we get to see the fallout of their failed relationship and a coming together. In the TNG finale, All Good Things, viewers did get to see a little bit of tension between Picard and Crusher after they broke up. In the future shown in that episode, the Starfleet cross lovers did get married, but they ended up getting a divorce for reasons that aren't entirely clear. Matalas thought that because there were no love stories, Crusher did not get as much attention as she should have. I also think Beverly never got what she deserved, he said. This doesn't mean that Matalas plans to make Crusher just a love interest for the guy whose name is in the title. Instead, he wants to show all of the characters' traits. Beverly Crusher was the first person you saw this season. She popped into the frame and defended her doctors, he said. She was still a doctor, but she wasn't the type of doctor you usually think of. It took a long time and a lot of talk with Gates to do that. Even for those who would rather see Picard with Vash or Crusher with the Scottish ghost/alien/candle Ronan, this should be very good news.
You're gonna miss these things by coming with me to Chaltok 4. I feel I'm asking a lot of you.
No, I am looking forward to it. Because while you're running around setting up diplomatic security, I'm going to sip Saurian brandy and think about writing my memoir.
Gates McFadden will have a chance to show how great an actress she is. What could be bad about that? Jean-Luc Picard, played by Patrick Stewart, will be back for the 3rd season of Star Trek Picard.
We could be court-martialed for this. You could lose everything you've worked for.
Only if we get caught. You gotta sell this. Come on, Admiral, show me your inspection face. Give me one of those rigid, disapproving, sour expressions you're famous for.
This is likely to be the last season of both his spin-off show and of Star Trek: The Next Generation as a whole. The 2nd season of Star Trek Picard was an epic time-traveling adventure that brought back Q, John Delancey, Guinan, Whoopi Goldberg, and the Borg Queen from Star Trek: The Next Generation, Annie Wersching. After Q's interference caused a dark future where the Confederation of Earth ruled with an iron fist, Picard and his motley crew had to go back to Los Angeles in 2024 to set things right. But the real goal of Star Trek Picard Season 2 was to answer the unanswered questions about Jean-Luc and show why the Starfleet legend chose to stay single his whole life. By the end of Star Trek Picard Season 2, Picard's buried memories about his mother Yvette, Madeline Wise, were revealed and made peace with, allowing him to pursue love and happiness he'd been denying himself for decades. But Star Trek Picard has one more chapter that is the climax of Jean-Luc Picard's Star Trek story. At the end of Star Trek Picard Season 2, some important characters said goodbye, but Season 3 will bring back all of the main characters from TNG for one last time together. Here's what we know about the 3rd season of Star Trek Picard. Season 3 of Picard, starring Patrick Stewart, will be the last one. It will come out on Paramount Plus on February 16, 2023. The cast from Season 2 of Picard will be back for the new season, and characters from Star Trek: The Next Generation will be added to the mix. The release date is only for the the U.S., and it's not clear when all 10 episodes of Season 3 of Picard will be shown in other countries. Since the season was renewed during the second season, filming for Season 3 of Picard happened all at once and ended in March 2022. In Season 3 of Picard, there will be a new villain whose name and background are still unknown. Excitingly, Jonathan Frakes, Marina Sirtis, Brent Spiner, Michael Dorn, LeVar Burton, and Gates McFadden will be back as their Star Trek The Next Generation characters in Star Trek Picard Season 3. This will be Worf, Geordi LaForge, and Dr. Beverly Crusher's long-awaited return. However, Will Wheaton will not play Wesley Crusher in Season 3. The plan is to give all of the TNG characters who come back in Picard Season 3 a good send-off. This could also mean that the former crew of the USS Enterprise D will join up with Jean Ragtag Luke's group. Alison Pill won't be back for Star Trek Picard Season 3, so it's not clear what will happen to the merged being of Pill's character, Dr. Agnes Jurati, and Annie Wersching's character, the Borg Queen. Evan Evagora has also said that he will not play Elnor in Season 3. Santiago Cabrera is another member of the Picard cast who might not come back after Cristobal Rios' death at the end of Star Trek Picard Season 2. Issa Briones will also not be back for Season 3 of Picard. Jerry Ryan and Michelle Hurd have confirmed that Rafi Musiker and 7 of 9 will be in Season 3 of Picard. Star Trek Picard's producers said that each season is a complete story.
She just cut us off. So why contact me now?
Well, you were close once.
Season 2 ended with major plot threads that likely set up Season 3. Back in 2024 in Los Angeles, Dr. Adam Song, Brent Spiner, showed a top-secret folder called Project Khan. This suggests that the evil eugenicist could turn himself into a genetically engineered supervillain in Star Trek Picard Season 3.
Here.
Decrypted. Admiral Picard. I'm encoding this transmission with coordinates.
Sung could also be the unknown threat who made the transwarp conduit that the Borg Queen has agreed to watch over. Patrick Stewart also said at the end of the 2022 San Diego Comic-Con that Star Trek Picard Season 3 will take the cast back to the Enterprise, but potentially the Enterprise F, canonizing a version of the ship from the game Star Trek Online. The season will also have a single female villain named Vadic, and a storyline inspired by Wrath of Khan in which the crew is spread out across the universe. Star Trek Picard Season 3 is going to be a big deal, and it should also set up some equally exciting spin-off series. At the SDCC 2022 Star Trek panel, executive producer Alex Kurtzman said, "Can expect more Star Trek shows with female leads," that via Games Radar. Even though we don't know much else about these projects, it's great to know that Star Trek Picard Season 3 won't be the last time fans can enjoy the show's interesting world. Until next time.